Okay, let's get on to question 14. Now, this is a quadratic function, and we are given some information about that function. It has two unknown variables, p and q, which are both positive integers, and it passes through the point 6, 0. So it says calculate the value of q. You might not know where to start, but we've got a point. So we've got a function. Let's put the point into the function. So f of x equals y. So basically y and f of x can be kind of interchanged in this point. So we could start off by saying 0 equals p, whatever x is, times 6, q minus 6. So this gives me 0 equals 6p q minus 6. Now, the temptation here is to expand this out. Don't. What you're asking yourself here is, if I was solving this, what would I have? We could have 6p equal to 0 or q minus 6 equal to 0, because these are two things that are multiplying together. Now, that would imply that p equals 0. Now, it does say it's a positive integer, but I'm not willing to bet that that's not the actual answer for p. However, it does give us an answer of 6 for q, and that seems more likely. So we'll hang on to that. We're then told the vertex. Now, in a quadratic, either quadratic looks like this, and you have the vertex here, or your quadratic looks like this, and you have the vertex there. Okay, so the vertex is the turning point on the graph, and we're now going to use that to help us work out the value of p. So in the same way that we put 6 and 0 into the function, we're going to put 3 and 27. Except this time, instead of q, we're going to write 6. So 27 is equal to 3p, because x is now 3, and that will be 6 minus 3. Okay. 27 equals 3p times 3. 27 equals 9p. So 3 equals p. So that's the actual answer for p. So q is 6, 9 is 3. So we've got that there. Now, the question is the range. Now, this is all the values that we're allowed to have for y. And either we've got a graph that looks like this, and so y can be greater than or equal to 27, or y can be less than or equal to 27, because both of these points have y values on it. So we need to figure out what kind of graph it is. And so if we look at our function, f of x equals, p is 3, so that's 3x, 6 minus x. Let's just multiply it out now. We've multiplied it out before, but this time we haven't multiplied it out before, but this time we are going to. So that gives me 18x minus 3x squared. And if we write this in the order that we're normally used to, minus 3x squared plus 18x, that tells us that we have a unhappy graph, because the coefficient of the x squared, this minus 3, is negative. So that tells me then that because that's negative, y has to be less than or equal to 27, and that's the range of the function.